Brothers, sisters, have faith in your personal power. Never doubt your ability to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. Now, there are many people who will tell you that you need a savior, that you need someone else to save you, but I'm here to tell you that you can take charge of your own destiny. You can prove yourself to fate, to this idea that we must become what other people want us to become. To take charge of our destiny, to take charge of our fate, we must examine ourselves through our own eyes, not through the filters that are given to us, but through the filters that we decide upon. We must acknowledge what has been given to us and what we have made, and use what we have made in order to make ourselves ever more powerful, but in a personal way. This doesn't mean power over other people necessarily. This means power over your circumstances, both externally and internally. And in order for you to have the ability to change your external circumstances, you must be able to change your internal circumstances. Because your internal language of how you think, how you feel about yourself, affects what you think you can do in the external world. If we doubt that we have the ability to become anything we want, if we doubt that we have the ability to think like those whom are our models, our role models in life, if we have the slightest doubt that we as a person don't matter as much as anyone else, then our personal power is in jeopardy. Use your personal power by creating it first and foremost within yourself. Start to realize that all the material you need is already within. Everything you need to make the life in the external world that you want is already at your fingertips. Your mind is a wonderful tool. As a human being, you can choose and see things in a way that no life on this earth can. Use that tool. This tool has evolved through millions of years of evolution. And our hands may be some of the finest tools that we have at our disposal, but the mind itself is the most complex. All your neurons are at your command. All of your ideas that make up your conception of the world can be a play within yourself that you interact with in order to realize your true potential and expose that to the world. Expose the true you that you might not even be aware of to the rest of the world. You must love yourself, you must have faith in yourself, and you must be able to understand that you really can do as great as any other human being, and even more. For there are so few human beings who realize their potential, so few of us who truly grasp the internal mechanisms of themselves and then use them to craft a life, a destiny, a fate that no one can hand to them, that they made themselves. And when you make this yourself, you become a true individual, not crafted from the ideas of others, not forced to do this or that, not just punching into the clock and punching out just to get a paycheck and then entertaining yourself in between. You truly take charge of your life, you truly direct your life, and you truly become somebody who is not bound to society, not bound to materiality, and not bound to false conceptions that other people hold about themselves. The conceptions that other people hold are traps, ego traps. Now, the ego can be used just as much as any other part of the mind, but you must take command of your ego. You mustn't allow it to be a filter that makes everything seem like it is either better or worse than something that you can have. And you must also realize that the ego itself wants to separate us from everything. And that separateness, that idea that only we are the separate being from which we must perform. The ego wants to imagine that we do not have connection to the rest of the world, to the rest of the universe, that the universe is not at our disposal, but that is not true. We must use the ego against itself. And it may seem egoic, a lot of the things that I'm saying, but I'm talking about using the ego from your true center, your true soul, your spirit, that vibrant piece of yourself that is covered in this body, that is covered in these ideas that hold us down, that are threads, that become chains, that become manacles, that we forget we're even wearing. And I'm talking about materiality. I'm talking about the assumption that human beings are only this or that. Break free of what everyone else thinks you can be and be something so much more. Have faith in your personal power, brothers and sisters, and you will see yourself. Thank you very much. All of you, have a great day.